No investment advice provided. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please read the disclaimer in your own time. Good morning, guys. How's it going? How's it going? How's it hanging? Swears his ear. Swears his ear. It's the second of the, oh my God, look at the date. 02/02 2022. Is that not a significant day? Wow. Crazy. So it's 02/02 2022 and it's 10:43 in the morning and the market's alive. I thought I'd do a little mini podcast, guys. I've not done any podcasts for quite a while, but I need to start doing more because they seem to be relatively popular. I thought we'd look at a few tickers, right? Just see what's going on, try and figure out what's going on with a few popular tickers and stocks. What I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to cover PREM, PHE, AFC, SNT, TGR, VRS, SYME, COD, KOD, EQT, and GDR. And I'm going to do them in that order. And what I'm going to do, guys, right, is I'm going to put in the description link of the YouTube video, I'll put time codes for the tickers. So, just hit the time code and jump straight to the ticker. So, you know what? Here we are, guys. Early February 2022. Happy New Year again to everybody. I hope everyone's getting over the hangover that is January. The depressing, long January month where everyone's skint from Christmas. People are depressed. The weather's been horrendous. Do you know what I mean? It's been storms, cold, ice, rain, wind, and that's just the northwest, let alone the rest of the UK. It's been horrendous. And everyone's suffering from seasonal affective what's it called? Seasonal affective syndrome disorder, SADS or whatever it's called, right? So you know what? Take your vitamin Ds, get outside, do a bit of exercise if you can. But you know what? There is always to every cloud there's a silver lining. Couple of months we'll be getting into spring. Okay, the weather will start getting better. And, there's always positivity at the end of the day, right? So what's exciting for this year? Well, I think hydrogen tech's going to go to the moon, if there is a moon, and it's made of cheese. I think hydrogen tech's going to go there. A lot of hydrogen tech companies, very exciting technology. I think we're just at the start of a lot of really cool things that's going to happen with hydrogen. I think a lot of tech companies are going to bounce back. As well, and the resource companies that are actually digging for gold, silver, copper, lithium, whatever that resource may be, the ones that strike it lucky and deliver the results, I think a lot of them will go to the moon to have a bounce around with Wallace and Gromit and see whether or not it really is made of cheese. Okay, guys, so let's jump to some of the charts. Let's have a look. And if you like the video, please give us a like. Or if you're on Twitter, guys, give us a retweet, give us a like, give us a share. It costs you notes and it really helps me out. Okay, and a big shout out to all the members of Swayze's Charts Discord. There's a lot of really cool charting going on, and we're spotting a lot of winners. And I can always tell when we're spotting a lot more winners because we get a lot more attacks and we get a lot more trolling. So let's jump to Premier African Minerals, okay? Because I made this call a while back here on the charts, around about mid-December, and price has moved beautifully in this little uptrend. So if we look at PREM on the daily chart, right? I'm not going to get into all the news with PREM. Anyone that knows anything about Premier African Minerals will know there's so much news, there's so much positivity around this ticker and this stock at the minute. If a lot of it is true, it could break out any time to the up and go to the moon and see whether or not the moon is made of cheese, of course. Okay, just to confirm whether or not that's actually true. I think it is. So anyway, right, so we're looking at PREM on the daily chart, right? Okay, if we zoom into the local action with PREM, right, it's currently trading at 0.195 per share. We have this like mini head and shoulders reversal going on. So there was the left shoulder which formed on the 4th of Jan. That was the head 17th of Jan. And this level here, so we had this level that formed like late January. And price has just blitzed through that level. Okay, did it yesterday. I drew this little channel out. Could have done a beautiful swing move with this channel alone. Not financial advice, of course. But price has blitzed it to the up. So that's basically, I think, like saying, hey, the buyers are in control of this stock. Blitz straight past that level. These are like little reversal patterns that form, and you can use them. You can use them to gauge the sentiment of them of the stock, and just like a little mini head and shoulders. And look, boom, price just absolutely blitzed out of it. It's currently 4.76% up. Currently trading at 0.220 a share. The market's alive, so that can obviously change. But if we look at this like larger pennant triangle, this is not a descending triangle. This is a pennant triangle, which are usually bullish in nature, and they can be pennants as well. For anybody that knows anything about TA, can be classed as bullish continuation patterns on their own. Okay, so we can see that price is now testing this level. Okay, it's testing the top of the pennant triangle. It's testing the top of this micro channel. So, I'm just waiting for it to do a few things before I look at redraws. There's a larger macro uptrend that we can draw, which I will do a redraw at some point soon. But price moves in stages. And, Prem's looking good. Prem's looking really good. And if it goes, it could just go big time. I mean, theoretically, there's market structure up ahead. Price loves to fill gaps on where it's been before. So, theoretically, if it goes absolutely crazy, we've got a gap at the minute all the way up to like point. It could go crazy and fill that gap of 0.432. I'm not saying it's going to do it, but theoretically it could do it. But let's see how price moves. Let's await the close today, but it's looking bullish. It's looking like it's getting ready to move. I mean, if you look at the EMAs with PREM, there's such a lovely tight mix of all the key EMAs, 21, 50, 100, 200, right underneath. We're having some decent volume today as well, 156 million in volume as well. 200's underneath there as well, as you can see, and it's just, it's moving nice. And for all those reasons, I'm very bullish with PREM. Yeah, there are some areas of resistance that price needs to get past, but aren't there always, guys? You know what I mean? So let's see how it handles the top of this pennant triangle, which is an area of resistance. It looks like it's having a go, but good luck to all PREM holders. I hope these mega deals come off and it goes to the moon and you all make loads of money. I really do. Okay, let's have a look at Powerhouse Energy Group PLC. Right, so congratulations with the announcement of the new CEO, Paul Duran de Rose, I think is his name. So he's coming from Helix Power PLC. Not were they a PLC or a private equity company? I'm not quite sure. But he's coming from Helix, I think it's pronounced. And he's starting in a couple of weeks. The guy looks like a dynamic, intelligent, hard-working kind of character who will make things happen and get things moving in the right direction. I think Powerhouse Energy Group is at a time now where it's literally on the cusp of huge expansion, and I think there's some amazing things down the line. Obviously the synergy with Hydrogen Utopia, the Linde 5-year framework agreement, letters of intent signed by Mitsubishi, this first of a kind build which is happening at the Protos Plastic Power Park, the DMG, proprietary technology, waste to hydrogen, waste to electricity, waste to heat. I mean, it's just unbelievable how this hydrogen technology has been moving on now. And I think it's just going to carry on growing. And keep your eyes on PHE. This is a bit of a crazy looking chart. These are cups. Yeah, you can see. There's a way that price moves within cups as well. But, I mean, just to break it down, looking at the macro chart with PHE, I think this is a macro ascending channel. There are levels that price needs to move and break and all the rest of it. But in the bigger picture, I think within the next year, it's going to 12, 13 pence a share within the next year or so. I'm optimistic, but I think it will. It's been at 11p before. And that was just based on the news of a digger being on site. A year and a bit down the line, and there is so much good news coming from this company, and more good news on its way. They really are stepping up. And watch out, I think it's an absolute steal personally. It's currently trading at 3.7p a share. I think that's massively undervalued, personally speaking, and I think the market will reflect that moving forward. There's room above the 6.5p resistance above. There's market structure up ahead for it to go to 12 pence within the next year or so. I mean, I think it will do it, personally. Not financial advice. That's my just my own opinion. I think it's macro, and the super macro, it's bullishly moving. Price is coming down in this asymmetrical descending triangle. I think it's going to find support at this cup at some point soon, and I think price will start heading back up to want to test this real stubborn level of resistance. The stubborn level of resistance with Powerhouse is really 6.5p. That's really going to be the level to test and break moving forward. That's really going to then be able to open up this larger market structure, which will take it to 12, 13 pence moving forward. But there you go. Speaking of hydrogen, let's look at AFC. Okay, so we look at AFC Energy. I did a chart for it 28th last week or whenever it was, and I predicted the bounce. If you check the tweets, I predicted the bounce, and that's exactly what it's doing, which is cool. It's currently trading at 37.95p a share. It's currently 11.45% up. So yes, we have seen a lot of AIM stocks, a lot of hydrogen stocks, a lot of stocks in general. We had the burst cycle of 2021. It was easy to make money in 2020, as we know, guys. We've got the burst cycle of 2021. A lot of stuff sold off, but it's like everything. These cycles cannot last forever. I think 2022 is going to be a pretty good year. Markets have been seeking liquidity, sell-offs, reversal patterns, but we've seen now that we're getting a lot of stocks recently that have been turning around. So I think, again, this is the larger macro ascending channel with AFC Energy. Price came down in this smaller asymmetrical descending triangle, as we can see. But looking at the bigger picture, moving forward, there's a lot of room with AFC. There's a lot of room with AFC Energy for it to move to the up. It looks like the buyers are in control. If it can break out in the short term, AFC may be heading back to retest 51p a share. It might move up and down a little bit before that. There's areas of resistance as we can see that it's going to encounter at some point. But we look like we've got support coming in at the bottom of this macro ascending channel. Price is now interacting with the 21 EMA. Let's see how it handles it. It's having a great day so far. But in the general bigger picture, I think the buyers are going to be back in with AFC moving forward. Let's have a quick look at S&T, because I made a prediction on the bounce with S&T with Sabian Technology Group. Now, this is my idea, again, of a macro moving uptrend. We've got a touch dominant trend line to the low. I replicated it, stuck it on top. Price is currently trading at 27.8p a share. Okay, it's currently down 5.13%. It was a great open, but unfortunately sold off a little bit. Price has been moving. Price was moving in a larger macro downtrend, but then we've had a bit of a reversal recently. Price broke out of this more immediate downtrend. Buyers came back in, so I'm trying to figure out what was going on with Sabian Technology. I think it's trending up. Looking at the chart, I think it's trending up. There's some key levels of resistance that it's encountered recently. Price really needs to effectively close over 31.3 pence. Once it can do that, I think it's going to open up this market structure. And who knows, I mean, the EMAs are right underneath price. There's market structure up ahead. It needs to close over that stubborn level of resistance, which is just over 31p. And I think it will open up the market structure. I think price at some point soon with S&T, I think it's going to want to retest this last swing high, which price came up, touch sold off. So I think the last swing high was like, is it like 39.40p? Don't be surprised if S&T starts pushing, moving forward into the near future, and starts retesting 39.40p, because I think that's what's going to happen. Might be wrong, but you know what? We got to have the we've got to believe in our convictions and our systems of technical analysis, and we make a call. We either get it right, or we get it wrong. But our success ratio is pretty good, pretty good. But let's see what happens. Let's have a quick look at TGR. I've made many successful calls with TGR over the years. So this is what we've got. I think this is, if we look and zoom in, I think this is the bullish uptrend with TGR. It's currently trading at 80.1p a share. It's down 1.11% at the minute. Volume's a little bit low. We could do to get some volume to kick in, so price to want to come back up and retest these EMAs. I think price will come back up and start looking to test 93p a share soon. Looking at it, price came down in this bullish downtrend, this asymmetrical triangle, broke out. We have this potential of a head and shoulders reversal. Let's have a quick look. But price has closed over that level. This could have been a left shoulder, but the market makers closed over that level. I think there's bullish intention. Ultimately, well, not ultimately, but moving forward, price may want to seek going into, I don't know, March or April, depending on how the markets move, price may want to start testing over 100p a share with TGR. But let's see how the support comes in later on today. It's always difficult when price is encountering EMAs, but bullish at the minute with TGR. I think the buyers are going to come back in. Should we have a quick look at VRS? I don't know why this tick is not getting more attention. It's got some absolutely fabulous technology behind it. So check out the fundamentals with VRS. I can't even pronounce it. Versarium PLC, right? So it's currently trading 26.7%. It's currently down 1.11% for the day. I think recently, right? So if we look at the super macro picture with VRS, horrendous sell-off. Okay, absolutely horrendous sell-off. In the macro, I mean, let's not even get into how much this stock's come down from. But looking at the bigger picture, right, I see it poking its head above the larger macro sell-off, and I think that got my attention. I thought, all right, okay, interesting. It's poking its head over the larger macro sell-off for a reason. So I've kind of like come up with this idea of this larger consolidation zone. The top of that at the minute is like 35, 36p a share. I've kind of drawn this ascending channel into this larger consolidation zone, and I'm just waiting for some support to come in. We've had some like bullish candles that have broken out, of this larger macro descending. If the buyers are in, you might get an up move. I can't even speak properly today. You might get an up move with VRS to like 35, 36p a share moving forward. Let's see what happens. Could be a little interesting one that to keep an eye on. Super low volume though, super low volume. We need a little bit more publicity around this technology and this ticker, in my opinion. Right, let's have a quick look at SYME, because that's a popular one, isn't it? My channel idea with SYME was incorrect. I had to do a redraw. The bounce is real. The first break is real out of this larger asymmetrical descending channel, right? So, as we all know, SYME is selling off for a long time. Okay, couldn't break out. Recently, price broke out with decent conviction, like late December of last year and going into January. Price broke out of SYME to the up, right? But then started selling off. Now, in my opinion, this is how I think it's moving. Okay, I think support's coming back in. We're currently trading at 0.1317p a share at the minute. Okay, and we're currently just up. It's like literally 0.8% up on the previous day of trading, okay? But if my idea is right, I think we're in a consolidation phase. I think price has already broken out of the asymmetrical descending channel, sold off. We appear to be getting some support. With a bit of luck, I think the buyers are going to come back in and they're going to start wanting to test these levels again. So let's see what happens. There's room, there's definitely room, and there's market structure available. Looking at it purely from a TA perspective, I'm not getting into the fundamentals. We don't have time for all that. But looking at the TA, price is already broken, right? So first breaks a lot of the times are fake breaks, right? And they're used to trap buyers. This is how the market makers work. So we had a fake break. Well, not a fake break. We had a first break, then sell off. So is the real break going to occur soon? Well, it appears that we have got some sort of support forming at these levels where we're currently at. Let's see what kind of a close we get. But I think that's how it's moving, and I think there's various levels of resistance. Okay, moving up. If anyone wants a copy of the chart, just let me know and I'll send it to you guys. All right, it's not a problem. And I'm going to have to put some fresh invite links out for my Telegram group. But we've been cyber attacked, got cyber attacked on Telegram and on Twitter a couple of weeks ago, you know, for telling the truth with our charts. But what can you say? Can't please everybody, can you? Information's power at the end of the day. I think we're going to get some support. I think it's going to want to start moving back up at some point. I think price is moving in this microclimate of this consolidation zone that formed September of last year. I think that's how it's moving. Might be wrong, but, you know, please don't shoot the messenger. I think that's how it's moving. Should we have a quick look at COD? KOD. What's it? Cordell Minerals or whatever they're called. Let's have a quick look. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go, guys. Right, we're nearly done. Hang in there, guys. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. Right, okay. So, Cordell Minerals PLC. I see it moving in a larger macro ascending channel. Okay. And then we've got a channel within a channel. We've got a smaller descending channel that, as we know, price has been in since summer of last year. It's selling off like a good one. Okay. At the minute, price is encountering resistance from this smaller descending channel. Okay, will price break? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, price is at a significant level of resistance, so it's gonna be soon with Cordell Minerals. Make your mind up time. Okay, because as we can see, price has tested this level significantly recently. So if we go back to like early January of this year, right? Look, price is testing. These are daily candles, guys. Let's just zoom into the action again. So every day, every candle's a day of trading, right? So price is testing these levels, but it can't break it. It can't break it. The EMAs are close, though. I mean, this is interesting. There's a convergence of the EMAs, right? So what is going to happen? Is price going to break and test this level and move to the up, okay, and start retesting these levels of like 0.470, or is it going to break down? I really don't know. I really don't know. The only thing which is slightly worrying is that the macro ascending channel ID is all the way down here, and it's not touched it for a while, but price may not want to come back down there. I don't know. We're going to have to see. Personally, if I would not be personally getting into any moves or trades with COD at these levels of resistance until it breaks with conviction and gives us some serious conviction candles that it's broken out, or in fact we have a retracement all the way back down to these lower lows. I don't know. That's the way I see it. Don't shoot the messenger, guys. Again, I'm talking and not shooting messengers. Let's look at EQT, because I posted some charts with EQT, and I'll tell you what, guys, right? Not naming and shaming the LSC boards, but I'll tell you what, I have never had so much abuse in my entire life from any other ticker, and I've done 15,500 free charts on Twitter in over a year, in just over a year and a half, right? 15,500 free charts and videos, and I've had some flack, and I've been trolled, right, and been attacked for what we do. But I'll tell you what, shame on the trolls of EQT, and I'm not talking about the decent investors, right? And I'm not talking about the good guys. I'm talking about the troll army of EQT. Posted a few charts and got personally attacked, ad hominem attacked, slagged off, lied about, slandered. I mean, defamed. I mean, you can't make it up. Those trolls know who they are, and they should be ashamed of themselves. Look, at the end of the day, I do not move markets. I mean, I was accused of actually being a market maker. Me, little old Swazers, give me a break. All I do is chart out the tickers of the markets and, according to how the market makers move the markets. That's it. I think it looks weak. What can I say? I think EQT looks weak. That's my honest opinion. I'm sorry for being honest. I see EQT in a larger descending channel. There's an asymmetrical descending triangle involved. It's currently in a head and shoulders reversal. Okay, this is the left shoulder which formed late September of last year. The head formed November of last year. The right shoulder formed January of this year. Price has fallen, has reversed from this head and shoulders reversal. That is not my fault, guys. All I'm doing is reporting significant levels on the charts. Now, there's a lot of ramping going on. Okay, so always take your advice with a pinch of salt. Do your own research. But I would not be wanting to buy candles, in my own opinion, not financial advice, at these levels. Why? What is the point in buying a level at a key area of resistance? The whole point of trying to get into a move is to increase your profit and increase the share price of your entry, right? Buy an entry, let stock go up. Don't buy an entry unless you're shorting it. If you're shorting it, guys, you're going to do well. Okay, if you get under any of these candles recently, you're going to be in profit through shorting the stock. Okay, so I think it looks weak, personally speaking. The buyers may come back in. Right, the buyers may come back in and want to test these significant levels of resistance. But if they don't, there's a real chance that EQT could be heading back down to 0.820 or 0.810 or 0.8111 or whatever it is, these levels on the charts. And then, because we're in a larger macro descending channel, there's no guarantee that price will want to stay at those levels there. I might be wrong. The buyers may come back in and test these levels of resistance up ahead. Levels of resistance, for example, like just over a penny a share, right? Okay, but price, the buyers would have to come back in, retest these levels, and break out with conviction. At the minute, I think EQT looks weak. I think it's trending down on the macro. I think price is coming off this set play of a head and shoulders reversal, and I think it's consolidating. A lot of the times, consolidation is a continuation of the trend. If that's the case, and we've got this area of consolidation that price has been doing since mid-January, boom, it might want to head lower. Just saying, guys, do not shoot the messenger, okay? I've never been trolled as much by nasty, horrible people, right? All I'm trying to do is post charts with impartiality. I'm not trying to pump anything. I'm not trying to de-ramp anything. I'm being completely honest. They're only my own opinions. If you don't like it, guys, don't follow me and filter me on the LSE and don't follow me on Twitter. But do your own research, guys. Learn to draw your own charts. Hey, join Swazers Charts Discord. Cheap as chips. Join our community and you can learn our system. What can I say? All right, guys. Let's have a quick look. Last ticket, GDR. There's loads more tickers we could look at, like ITM and ODX and stuff like that, but we just literally don't have the time, guys. Do you know what I mean? We do not have the time. And plus, who wants to listen to me going on all day long like a broken record? Not many people, I can assure you. Right, okay, GDR, if I can find it. Let's have a quick look, guys. GDR. Here we go, guys, GDR. We could have had a look at QBT, but doesn't matter. We haven't got time. Right, guys, GDR, I had to do a redraw. Okay, I predicted the bounce, and I predicted Swazer's charts, predicted this massive move. Okay, but look, profit is not a dirty word, guys. If you're in mega profit, why not take a bit off the table? Because this kind of thing happens, unfortunately. So as we can see, we have this head and shoulders reversal, which happened all the way early last year, nearly a year ago now. Price sold off horrendously. We had this pullback with GDR. Price is selling off. It's in a macro downtrend. There's also now, unfortunately, by the looks of it, guys, another bearish channel. Price may want to come pull back and test these levels again. But, you know, I hope you took some profits. I mean, look, guys, we only need to look at charts like ABDX, ADV, Amigo, Vast Resources. You know, the list goes on. People are going to be ramping it on Twitter and saying, price is never going to sell off to these levels. Price is going to the moon. You wake up, you're 40% down. You're scratching your head thinking, what happened? You know, at the end of the day, guys, right, the market makers own this game, right? We don't own this game. We're just players in this game, okay? So if you're taking profits more often, okay, you're gonna win over the longer term, and you exponentially increase your chances of success. Keeping in that one trade that's going to the moon is not necessarily the best investment strategy, in my opinion, okay, but it is an investment strategy of many. Just my opinion, not financial advice. Look, guys, appreciate you watching and listening. Hope everyone's doing well, okay. Give us a like, give us a retweet, give us a share if you find the information useful. If you're interested in learning our system of technical analysis, send me a DM. I'll send you all the details for it. It's 11:13 a.m. The markets have still got all day long to go. And have a great day, guys. Hope you enjoyed the information, and I will chat to you soon. Cheers.